In the meantime, the aforementioned Bob Maginnis is here, of course. United We Stand, the globalist scheme for one world. He is a multi-talented author, multi-book bestseller as well. Colonel, first on this tension that's growing with Russia, and now this latest provocation where it's dispatched an Su-30 to prevent U.S. drones from violating its border in the Black Sea. I can easily see how that could get out of hand. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I think it will, and that's the problem, Neil. We see Belarus allowing some of the Wagner people to go to the Lithuanian border. We see the Poles being very, very concerned about and therefore moving forces there. President Zelensky, he basically came out and said, look, the battle is going into Russian territory. After drone attacks in Moscow and now one in the Black Sea against a cargo ship in the wake of pulling out of the grain deal, and of course the attack on Odessa the other day, I think anything is on the table. The Ukrainians, are doing reasonably well given, their adversary in the east, but it's now in the Black Sea with an Su-30 coming into the picture. You probably are going to see some sort of expansion. Now, our concern, obviously, is that it would expand into either Lithuania, Poland, Romania, or go after vessels other than our own drones over the Black Sea. So there are a host of issues here. It's not going away. It's likely to get worse.
So play out the China threat as well, because sometimes they seem, that is with Russia, to sort of dovetail on just going at us here, either by threats, intimidation, provocative acts. In China's case, working with North Korea. What do you make of it?
Yeah, we've been asleep at the switch, I think, for decades. In 1949, when Mao Zedong took over the People's Republic of China, they soon launched what I call unrestricted warfare, something a couple of Chinese colonels wrote about many years ago. They're going after us in terms of political warfare, cyber warfare, legal warfare, economic warfare, kinetic warfare. Their military is giant. They have more ICBMs than we do, and their naval fleet is larger, though not as capable as yet as ours. Neil, what most people don't understand is that they've been collecting on us in a very aggressive, relentless way for decades. We've just begun this year seeing the balloon over America, the Chinese police station in New York City, the spy base in Cuba. We've seen China's cyber attacks on us, robbing perhaps $600 billion worth of intellectual property every year. We've seen malware placed in our critical infrastructure, just like a ticking time bomb. And of course, we've even seen them buying land around military bases. So there's a lot going on.
To put it mildly, Colonel, thank you. As you were speaking there, we are getting a couple more details before we go to a break here to update you on this Russian provocation. We're told that the Russian crew identified the drone as a U.S. Air Force MQ-9A Reaper reconnaissance drone. It was turned away from the border when the Russian jet approached. The Defense Ministry has had no updates on this, nor have we. We'll have more after this.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.